Hello everyone, it is January 16th, 2026, and tomorrow I will be admitted to Princess Margaret Hospital, 3rd floor, room 205 to be exact, and I will be undergoing a treatment to save my life, basically. It is my only option left to live a long life. It really is. There's nothing left to do besides this, and I will just be giving my thoughts prior to admission, like how I feel. What I think. Hold on. Okay, let me start here. Making these every single day. I'm gonna try to. I have some goals for this admission. I'll be in hospital for 30 days, but I'm gonna try to make a video and post it on my YouTube channel every single day. Even if it's just like a little wave. I just want to let you guys know that I am fighting and I'm still here and I'm not going anywhere. And I'm just a bad communicator, okay? That's another reason. My friends and family will be able to see these videos and see I'm okay. And yeah, another reason, the main reason to spread awareness for cancer in general, but leukemia too. So yeah, this is, I don't know what day this is, we'll just call it just pre-admission thoughts, or I thought of something crazy. This is probably so stupid, but we got my last name, Rambles again. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, calling it Rambles again. I don't think I should, but maybe I could. Let me know. Yo. Alright. So I am fucking terrified of chemo. It's wreaked havoc on my body and my mind for the past year now. And I've avoided it. I've really avoided it, and that sounds crazy. Right? I'm the luckiest guy on the planet. I should be dead, right? I had a week left to live back in April when I was diagnosed, but still here. That was a week left to live without treatment. And what was I'm gonna lose my train of thought a lot too, because the chemo has caused quite a bit of damage, or yeah, I'd say damage on my ability to get what I'm trying to say out, and it fucks with my memory so much. It really does. I'll just forget like that what I'm thinking about. I never was like this before I started poisoning myself to save my life with chemo. But yeah, I'm terrified of it. Every time I think of it, I get a metal taste in my mouth and start feeling nauseous, and that's just without it even being pumped into me. And I will be getting chemo on the 18th. I will be getting, here's a little schedule of what my month is going to be like, so you guys can know. So on the 17th I'll be admitted. The 18th is my first day of chemo. I'll be getting chemo for 3 days. It's gonna suck, but I can do this. I know I can. And to top it off, I've got to do 3 days of radiation right after 3 days of chemo. So it goes 18th chemo, 19th chemo, 20th chemo, and then radiation 21st, 22nd, 23rd. And then I think I received the stem cells on the 23rd or on the 24th. I can't quite remember. But the 3 days of radiation involve me getting fried for about 2 hours a day. And it's going to be split up an hour in the morning and then an hour in the night. So that's going to suck. I've never been through radiation. The only treatment I've had for my cancer has been chemotherapy and immunotherapy. So yeah, I don't know what's to come with this radiation. I watched Chernobyl, and that's terrified me, but I know it's not going to be that bad. I'm going to get a high dose of, or a low, I don't know. It's, I try not to really keep this stuff in my mind, if I'm being honest. Like, I'll hear the facts and information and everything, and it's just, like, too much to really grasp, and, like, I'm gonna go through this, and whenever I'm being told the side effects of the drugs they're giving me or the treatment, it's kind of go Walter White when he found out he had cancer. I don't know. I try not to think about those things too, because I rather just get it over with and see what happens. It just makes it harder for me if I'm thinking too much. But it's hard. It's been really hard to not think about this. I don't want to do this. I do not want to do a stem cell transplant. Because like I don't want to go through chemo ever again. It's terrible. I hate it so much, but like it saved my life. I have like a crazy love-hate relationship with this thing. But that's not even the real thing I have to worry about doing this stem cell transplant. I have to worry about graft versus host disease. So the donor is my brother. So he's my half brother, so we have a 50% donor match. And the higher the percent of the match, the less likely you are to develop graft versus host disease. So, and the older you are too, it's more likely. So I should be okay. Like I really should be okay. I'm young. We're related too. And here's the crazy part. When I say that this is the only thing left to save my life, I truly mean that. My brother's, he's the only donor that was available. They checked a whole database of possible matches with my DNA and genetics, and my brother was the only match. So like if he wasn't here, I'd have to just, I don't know, I would just die, I guess. I don't know. I'm grateful, I really am. As hard as this all has been, I am so grateful. This could be so much worse. Even when I found out I had leukemia, I was grateful that it wasn't like a cancer. I know it's a terrible cancer, leukemia, but I'm more terrified of like getting surgeries for tumors or having to amputate limbs and stuff like that. That's when I don't know, that's very scary, you know. And I'm still alive, you know. It sucks. It sucks, a lot of the symptoms and issues that I deal with on a regular basis because of the chemo. And it sucks that I've fought so hard to get to this point the past almost year now. I've like gotten so healthy and strong. I still feel terrible, but this is probably the strongest I've been. So it sucks to see all of that progress kind of go away, you know. Like my hair, for example. I was balding, I swear to God. Look at this. Wait, here, look at that.
Shit, so bad shit.
I think it was from the cancer. It was probably from the cancer. This was like a couple weeks before I was diagnosed, and my hair came back thicker and curlier. That happens. It's called chemo curls. Kind of can't really see it, but yo, cancer cures baldness. Like this is crazy. What? I've got a fro going on here. A certain fro. I won't say, but it's a fro. I gotta edit this whole part out. Yo, think I explained anything right in this video? But at least you guys know I'm alive, right? Yeah. I think I said earlier I don't want to do this at all. Okay, so what I meant by that was, I don't want to suffer anymore. And when I go through chemo, I suffer. I end up throwing up blood sometimes because of the non-stop vomiting that'll happen. I'll just tear my esophagus and throw out blood, and that's the worst feeling imaginable, you know? I spent my Christmas in hospital. I spent my New Year's in hospital. I've been sick so many times. Nearly went to septic shock. Had terrible fevers. I don't know. This stem cell transplant procedure, I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna stay strong. Really am. I don't know. I don't know how the 30 days are gonna go, but I'm gonna try to distract myself a lot. Bring my computer, so it's pretty awesome. I can play games with all my friends. I can watch whatever. So if you guys have any recommendations, drop them. Drop them down below. Anything. Just anything you think I will think is cool. I don't know, take a look around my room. You guys know what type of stuff I like. Yep. This is gonna be the hardest thing I'll ever do in my life. And I thought just initially beating my cancer into remission was the hardest part, but it turns out this is gonna be so much worse. But I can do it. I really can. No matter what it is, I'll get through it. I'll persevere. But it is going to be terrible. I mean, once I get the actual stem cell transplant, so I'll be sitting in a chair and I'll just get a bag of the stem cells. I have to watch out for like everything. My immune system's going to be destroyed. I will not have an immune system, so my own body's bacteria could kill me. So I think I have to do like 4 of these wipe baths a day to make sure that I don't get sick from my own body's germs. Maybe here's some cool facts actually, besides all this stuff. Stem cell transplant is successful. My brother's stem cells will settle into my bone marrow and it'll grow and become my own old blood producing system with a new one. And my body becomes something called a chimera, I don't know. That means I contain 2 sets of DNA. And yeah, I'll have my brother's DNA along with my own, which is so crazy to think about. The first thing I thought about was like crimes, like how would that work? You know, I left blood at the scene of the place. Would it be his and mine, or his? Or can I like engineer it so it's only his so I can leave it everywhere? I don't know. I'm not saying I will, Shane, if you're watching this. I'm not gonna do that. But I'll get his allergies too. Isn't that crazy, guys? He's allergic to bees, and I will now be allergic to bees once I undergo this. So, I mean, honestly, being allergic to bees and not dying of cancer has gotta be a good trade. I mean, there's so much more going on, but I'll think about it like that, alright? Earlier I was saying that my brother is the only donor available for me with my genetic makeup, I guess. So I just want to say, donate your stem cells if you're able to. So what happens is you just get a cheek swab and they see you're matching, if you match to another patient or whatever, and you're in a registry, they'll call you, they'll let you know, save someone's life. You really could. Just like my brother saving mine by donating his, which I'm so grateful for. It took a lot of convincing for me to accept going through this procedure. I was given like 2 months to think about whether or not I'm doing it. I told them no initially, that I don't think I can do this. Like, at least let me think for a couple weeks or something. Like, I don't know if I want to suffer anymore, and I understand this is what I have to go through to not suffer anymore, but like I said, I hate chemo. I was supposed to take these chemo pills every single day for a whole month, a whole entire month, and just one pill caused me to throw up for 24 hours straight, and blood following and terrible spins, and it feels like, I don't know what a moonshine, like, hangover hell, whirlwind tornado, ballistic missile strike would feel like, but I think that's what I'd equate it to. But when I get chemo, when I get these steroids to stop any negative side effects from happening, it causes this terrible brain fog where I feel like I'm literally lobotomized. It's crazy. As soon as I get the chemo, it's like I just stare off into nothing, and I just feel like I'm not there at all. It's so crazy, and I don't even know what to expect laying on that table, getting radiation for an hour or 2 hours a day. I don't know what that's gonna follow, but yeah, this whole entire thing took so much convincing, and I honestly, a couple days ago, almost said no to doing this because of the risk it follows, of the chance that this may not even cure me. I still can relapse, and if I do relapse with this mutation I have, it makes it so much harder to treat, and it could just end up killing me. And I feel like I've just been forced to do this, like I have no say. I do, like I can just say no, but I have to do this to live. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to feel, or I just, everything just feels so, like, out of my control, I just want to relax. It's been a year of just torture. Another reason I didn't want to do the stem cell transplant is because of the graft versus host disease, and I'm not sure if I talked about how deadly and life-threatening and terrible it could be, but I really think I'll be okay. But it's lingering, like, hovering over my head. So with this graft versus host disease, it can appear like months from now to years and randomly start attacking my liver or my lungs or my skin, and I don't want another disease that could come back, float around in my mind. I'm already dealing with that with the cancer, so that's the reason that's one of the reasons I didn't want to do this stem cell transplant. But my mindset's changed. I want to fight. I want to fight through this. I really do. I don't care at this point what they have to do to me. I just want this to be over with, and I think that this hopefully will be the way that my life could be mine again. So again, I just wanted to say, donate your stem cells if you can. Save someone's life. Donate blood if you can. I've had to go through plenty of blood transfusions, and those have saved my life, right? If just if you're able to, just please, please, please donate. And I also would like to say thank you to everyone who's donated to me and who supported me throughout this and has been checking up on me, who sent me food, who's sent me money, who sent me little plushies and stuff and kind words. I really do want to say that it helps me so much. It really, really does. So thank you, everyone. There's a bunch of the pills I've got to take. It's crazy. This is, and it was way more before this. There was so much before this. This is actually like the least amount of pills I've taken in a long time. So just wanted to show you guys that.